What's happening, good people? How you all doing? I apologize for the long time of no recordings or anything, but I've had a really interesting few weeks. Had some interesting situations at work where I've got my mind working, replanning, structuring for the year ahead, and how to traverse what we need to do to achieve what we need to achieve. And that is always a really interesting intellectual challenge, and I do enjoy that. It is a pressure. It's a projection, which I really don't like to do. I like to be more in the moment um, and focus on what's real and what's going on. But in business, you need to do these things. So that's been interesting. And then I've just been going through some personal stuff. Old sagas coming back, or I allow them to come back, and I'm just dealing with things on that level. It's interesting how things happen. Within that period of time, I went to a fantastic awakened men's circle. A very good friend of mine, Lance, invited me to this awakened men's circle that they do. I've never done anything like this, and it was pretty amazing. It was just a fantastic experience to be amongst a group of men and just be there for each other, if you know what I mean. It was pretty eye-opening. It felt a great extra sense of support that I didn't know was there. So much so, it's allowed me to progress further in the things that I want to change within myself that still need changing. But it's been really good, and I would recommend it to anyone because it was a fantastic experience. I felt the freedom to say a lot of things on my mind that I wouldn't normally let out, and that was really refreshing and uplifting. And the other thing was that I feel this difference, this sense of support and energy and a strength, if you like, that was probably there and has just been awakened, funnily enough. But that was the whole purpose of this group, is to awaken your masculine energy, the positive sides of that masculine energy, where it's not all aggressive, it's not just the usual cliched, what's the word I'm looking for, diagnosis of male energy, and something quite nice in comparison, an exact opposite of the masculine energy that's in control of this globe right now. But it was really an interesting thing where I could be myself and say and do. And then emotionally, it was great to let off steam of certain things that hold you back. And one of the big things that was well, there was two big things actually. One of them was I kind of have made peace with my dad. I realized the gift that he had given me, because there's a gift in everything. And he gave me a gift, and now I understand that gift. I see him completely different. And I smile a lot more when I think about him, which is actually really brilliant. And I've forgiven him, if you like, if he ever needed forgiving. I'm not sure that he really did. And more, I needed to forgive myself, if you know what I mean. But yeah, and the other thing was as I came into the circle, I introduced myself as Fats. And then I thought to myself, you know what? No, here, right now, I want to be who I am. My name is Fareed. And I wanted to be reintroduced, or especially to this group, by my real name, Fareed. And it was quite liberating. And my name Fareed means unique. And realistically, I should embrace that more and not run away from it. It hasn't been used for many, many years because the name Fats just became. But also, when I was at school, a lot younger, we had a thing here called Paki bashing, where just groups of people would beat the fuck out of Indian people, brown people, and even though it was a visual thing, if you change that name, I'm embarrassed to say, it was a lucky thing for me that I would turn around and say, I'm Fats and I'm East African. And that kind of saved me a few times, but it also burnt me a lot because I was really running away from who I am or was. So for me, it was a really brilliant thing to be introducing myself as Fareed. And I may do that more and more because that is who I am, really. And I really should embrace that. Bit of a long-winded one today. Yeah, I just wanted to share all that with you. And we'll get better and better with some more interesting stuff. But yeah. Be well, one and all.